Welcome back to Geog, running you through to geography success here at SRC Bede. This episode focuses on bringing you up to speed with your exams. What we're going to look at is the opportunity to break down topics into different sections. So, it's getting close to the exams. The time to phone a friend is over. You would be absolutely bananas to miss this information. This is your opportunity to take things to the max. What we are looking at today is topic mind maps for topics G1 to G4. These mind maps are an opportunity to break the topics down into their component parts and look at how questions can come from those. As you can see, the topics are broken down into different sections. We're going to focus quickly on a number of these. Hydrological change can be broken down into the parts of processes associated with river basins. It can then be broken down into causes and consequences of flooding, case studies, field work, and perceptions and management. Looking at climate change can be broken down into biomes, patterns of climate change including their evidence both long and short term, the causes of climate change, issues resulting from it, and very importantly, strategies, international and governmental. Tectonic change follows a similar pattern to rivers. As you can see, tectonic change involves processes, so in this case, boundary types and plate types. It then has hazards. These hazards can break down into regional, local, they can be split by type and by their impacts, economic, demographic and social. We also have a section, often part of the exam, on how hazards are perceived and managed. So for example, the perception of strategies and whether those strategies are long or short term. Going on to topics that are in G2, we have population. As you can see, population breaks down to demographic change. It might be net change, it might be global trends. You also have how and why population is changing. And in this, you would look at the demographic transition model, birth rates and death rates, and population pyramids. You can also go on to look at the change in gender structure and social structure of the population. Moving on, you can see that we have settlement as one of our topics. In settlement, this topic breaks down into the distinctive features of settlement. So what are the parts of a hamlet, a town, a village? It also looks at the models which are used to present settlements. Also, we look at their social and cultural variations, so for example ghettos and studentification and counter-urbanisation. A part of the topic, and often a key focus of the exam, is the rural-urban fringe and the pressures and perceptions of it. We also look at issues to do with the CBD. Across this you have case studies. Finally, for you first years, we have fieldwork. Fieldwork comes in both rivers and in settlement. You've got to be able to understand, why have you chosen that area? What are your planning stages? How did you collect data? How did you present it? And finally, what were your findings? You also need to know what were the limitations and improvements for your study. Thank you very much.